Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Why?
I'm sorry.
You all just missed
You
Alton
didn't miss
turned
anything.
into a Lady Johnson.
I pulled the Von Tucky.
We're off to a great start today. Happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Grab your drink.
Oh, you guys have a hydro flask?
Oh, have you heard about Have you heard about hydro flasks?
Hell Hydro.
That's kind of how it is. Every white girl, hell hydro flask.
Hell Hydro.
Oh
But if
my-
you don't have dents, are you really...
if you don't have stickers and dents, are you really a hydro flasker?
Oh, I don't have stickers, so I'm good.
Do you remember
Your old
when?
one did.
Do you remember when Mom bought us those dollar store flasks to take to Disneyland because she didn't want to be reusing cups?
No.
All right, I'm the only cool one here. There's a memory.
I don't remember.
I could hear the fizz of those...
Was that what that was?
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, it was your mic going out.
We got little upgrades to the microphones so we don't have to talk to those stupid screens.
I got a red one. Would you stop?
Yeah, can you not put that next to the microphone?
I just wanted a little ASMR of Coors Light, so they'll sponsor
No,
me.
it hurts. Not my ears. You
So?
do not know how to pour a beer and not get foamed.
Oh, hey.
Well, I messed up
Hey.
a little bit. No spilling, please. How's everyone's day going?
Stop.
Every Wednesday. How was everyone's weekend? Because, you know, it's Wednesday now.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
We went to the art festival.
I didn't get any sleep.
Alton said he didn't sleep for like 55 hours.
Pretty much. It was amazing.
Arts Festival sucked.
It does.
I liked the art festival. This year did suck, don't get me wrong, but other times it's been really, really
I kind of feel bad you
eventful.
paid $15. I wish I could have gotten you a free ticket, because that was some bullshit.
Yeah, well, it's better to live in a life of oh wells than what ifs.
Because it's all usually art that you're never going to buy.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
You're just like, oh, that's cool.
I went for the beer and then didn't have cash,
Although
so...
we did buy a couple things at an art show, or like a show like that once, I guess.
The yeah,
Called Comic
Oh, that was Comic-Con.
that was Comic Con.
Mm-hmm. They got all of those.
Oh damn, the Rick and Morty, Dragon Ball, and Dark Side Club.
Dragon Ball Z's Reservoir Dogs, right?
Yeah.
And,
And
then
then
Pursuit of
Pursuit.
Swiftiness, and then the Dark Side Club with Star Wars.
Pretty cool stuff. People are creative.
In case you're wondering, we're looking at 3 artworks that are basically collaborations of 2.
A cartoon.
A cartoon
Well, I
and
guess.
a movie.
No, Star Wars is not cartoon.
Well,
The
two-
Jedi
okay.
Returns on Cartoon Network.
Two-
Best show ever.
2 entertainment mediums.
Yeah.
That's what I should say.
But yeah, the art show,
Art festival.
kind of just like walk around, look at everything. Everything's way overpriced because they have to like just sell one to at least like make up for all the time being there.
Yeah.
Probably.
Kale almost got killed by Draper Moms because he walked to this one booth and it was decorated like skulls of animals, and Kale's like, what did you say exactly? Something about Draper Moms.
It was like Draper Mom's Paradise or something like
Yeah.
that.
They all turned around.
They're like, how dare you?
It's just like fake. I don't even think they were real animal skulls, but they just like paint them like all these and put like
Put
bejewels on
floral
them.
and gold.
And I said it a little louder because I may have been under the influence of alcoholic beverages
Alcohol.
because we went to a little pregame at
Jackalope.
Jackalope, which is a cool little cheap bar. We bought like we bought like 5 drinks for $20.
6'5" drink.
6'5" drinks.
6-5 drinks. Math is hard.
6 foot. I only bought a single beer. You guys bought a beer and a shot.
Nothing beats a shot of tequila and a nice Corona Light.
Alton, talk. I don't know if I can hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, you're just far away.
You're just- Me?
No, like, you can
I'm
hear.
gonna be right here.
No, you don't need to be right there.
I want to be right here.
I want to be with you, girl.
You can be my it girl, baby. You're the shit girl.
Oh, you're that shit girl.
Alton and I also made songs yesterday.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I loved it.
Kale wanted to kill us.
We met,
It was about
the ducks.
sitting on the lake, but the daddy owning the lake.
And we're seeing how many times we can collab it with other beats to other songs.
All right, let's do one. Let's do
Dun, dun, dun. The duck swam on the lake. Dun, dun, dun. But my daddy owns a lake.
And another other duck.
Another
other duck.
Another duck swam the lake.
Hey, what I get you?
Choo-choo. But the daddy owns a lake.
Dun, dun, dun.
I had to listen to this the entire 40-minute tracks ride.
Oh, the duck swam on the lake, but my daddy owns a lake.
See, that's a good one because you're actually going with the beat. Most of you guys are like, like
Which one?
all of them.
They were all good.
I thought they were wrong.
I was like crying, and the old man across from us was like, "What's going on?"
These kids won't stop saying ducks.
What is with you and ducks? What was your favorite piece from the art show? If you would have had to.
Oh, the piece de la resistance.
The piece where we left.
Damn.
I like that piece.
Okay.
My favorite piece, I honestly don't really remember what I saw.
One of the shitters.
The shitters.
Those were nice shitters.
Or when the dad was like, "Did you flush?"
And the kid was just
So
standing there,
funny. So we
memorized.
we were going to the bathroom and it's like a line of porta potties, and I walk out and then Peyton walks out and this little kid comes out and his dad's like, "Did you flush?" And the kid's like, "Flush what?" He's like, "Did you flush the toilet?" And he's like, he just gave him this look like, "Oh my god." And
You're
we all
supposed to
just
flush in there.
we all just busted up laughing. You gotta love old dad humor. It's just like, you know, that guy is such an asshole to his kid all the time because that was just so random. Did you flush? Huh?
I would totally do that if I ever had kids. Just fuck with them.
The kid looked like Small White Cat, just cross-eyed, just oh, just zooming in his brain.
It's like that rainbow cat. It's like, the more you know. Went through his head. He's like,
brain blast.
it's like the Zach Galifianakis where he's like adding up all the numbers.
Oh yeah,
And he's like,
Hangover.
Or the black guy
did I
that has like the
flush?
question marks. He's like,
God, that was funny. Shout out to all the dads out there.
All the dads.
all those
All
dads that are present in their child's lives.
And hate their kids, probably.
I give up my hopes and dreams on you.
That
So I gotta
reminds,
have some fun.
reminds me when we got to Dad's house for Father's Day and Tabby and Rayleigh pulled up. I'm like, "Oh, the accidents are here."
You just started laughing.
Started laughing so hard.
He's like, how'd you know?
He's like, "That's funny because it's true."
I felt bad, but not really, because
No. They're kind of
it's Tabby and Rayleigh.
they're kind of pieces of shit sometimes. Let's call one of them.
No. I don't need
Call
to.
Ray.
No, we don't need to talk.
Yes.
No,
Who?
no,
No,
Alton.
I said no.
You said yes.
No, I didn't. We're good.
No phone calls yet.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
All right, Alton.
There's a dollar.
Let's talk about.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
No,
Let's talk about
about your new stardom. It's gonna start.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, you're speaking to a real life actor.
Oh yeah, you ready for my big reveal about my...
Oh, you should
Your
talk about your
debut.
other movie while we're on the subject of this one.
Oh,
But this one first.
this
Yeah.
one first.
Yeah,
So the reason why I was up for probably 18 hours yesterday straight was because I had to get up at 5 in the morning to film a DABC training video where I played a minor trying to buy alcohol. and the guy, the director guy, looked at me and goes, "Yeah, you look young enough." And I'm like,
You look down at
I'm looking down at him, and I'm like, Okay.
Just pick him up and move him out of your way.
Puny God.
Where you're all
Puny God. And I didn't realize how like pressurized that whole set was.
What did you have to do
I-
for the commercial?
For the commercial.
Like what?
It was
like,
a training video
oh, a training
for
video.
like
So you just basically like walked up and was like, "Here's my license."
Yeah. So the first scene I filmed.
yuck.
Oh, yuck!
But
I'm a sick yuck. I like a quick yuck.
I'm a sick yuck, like a quick yuck. The first scene that I filmed was
Scenes.
there was it's divided into scenes.
Did they do that thing where they like
Yeah,
they clap the thing down? What's that
It was
called?
actually 2 wine
a
bottles.
slate.
A slate.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's
When
what
you-
What does it do?
It's just to like when they're going back to editing and they could just see this like the title of the movie and what scene. It could be like
Oh.
scene A, camera D.
So it just helps them know what they're looking at.
Yeah,
Okay.
and how many takes there are.
We should do that for the podcast.
Yeah.
Scene Apple, take 2.
It's just a picture of my ass and you just clap.
It's the Friends scene theme song.
So no one knows, don't be this way.
There's so many of those
Kills
on TikTok where
peanuts.
Yeah.
they just slap their dick back and forth on their legs. If you guys don't know that challenge, you listen to the Friends theme song and you try to not clap. So they like record themselves looking in the mirror with their hands up and they're listening. They're like, and then all of a sudden the clapping comes and they just shake their dick really hard and it makes the clap.
It's a pink salmon.
Oh, I love the pink salmon. I used to do that to my friends. I would go
And
behind
me
them.
in it.
Give them salmonella.
Anyways.
I did that to Taylor.
Yeah,
the
we
other
are.
Let's
night.
talk about
She
the scenes.
sucked me in the
We are
face.
all over the place.
The scenes. Let's go back to the
So the
scene.
slates, we found out what are slates. They're pink salmons.
So what was the first act?
The first scene was they had this older lady. This lady was kind of hot. I'm not
A
gonna
coog.
For a 53-year-old,
Go cougs.
she had some huge Magnum bottles hanging off of her. If you know what I'm saying.
You wanted to play hide the salami.
Doing, doing, doing.
And a bang. All right, here's the topic. She was walking up to one of the aisles, grabbing a bottle, looking at it, and then my role was I had to walk up to her and be like, "Hi, I left my ID at home, and I was just wondering if I gave you $20, would you pay for this for me?" And she go, "Oh yeah, sure." And I'm like, "Thank you so much."
Sounds like the beginning of a porno.
I know.
And then you start fucking.
I left my ID at home, but I could repay you some other way.
Yeah, that could have so easily been turned into a
Does
porno.
this look like a 21 and under dick to you?
You're just like, with your eyes, I could pay you another way.
A wink.
Bean plucker.
Bing bing! Turkey's done.
Bean dip, cheese
tacos
and burritos. And then after that scene, it was just me grabbing a bottle,
Fucking the shit out of her.
bending her over on the Merlot
Register.
section. Just bam, a bam.
Say my name. Merlot.
Merlot, Chardonnay,
Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Gris, Moscato.
God.
I'm gonna do that next time I'm having sex. I'm just gonna yell out weird.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
If I hit your white Zinfandel yet.
I'm gonna make your rosé pop if you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
my-
You're a rosé bud.
I can see your rosebud. Ew, that's like a butthole, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
why I said rosé bud.
Put in my rosé.
Ooh.
Put your Magnum in my rosé.
Okay, anyways, what was the second scene?
The second scene was
Fucking again.
fucking again. This time we moved to the manager. Then the cop got involved and it was a 3-way. all paid for by the DABC.
Brought to you by.
What really happened was me going up to one of the aisles, so like a rum aisle, and I'd grab a bottle of rum and I'd walk up to the front, and there was 2 scenes that were shot with that, and that was me not having my ID, and then they have to refuse service because I don't have my ID. And then
The right way to do it.
Yeah, the right way. Not just me throwing it back at him and being like, next in line, please. No, and then the next part was me with a fake ID. I don't know how they got their hands on these fake IDs. Well, they're DABC, so that's probably
They probably just took them from people who tried to use them.
pretty much. And I gave him my fake ID, and he said, this doesn't look real to me. I'm going to have to get my manager over here or a police officer. Like, you have to say one or the other. And then me just being like all nervous, being like, no, that's okay, bye. And then just walking out.
Toodaloo!
Do you are you supposed to go after them?
No, well, yes and no. If they're still in the store and I gave them an ID and said there was let's say there was a security guard there, and normally the security guards that are there are cops.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just like Paul Blarts.
What? Oh, speaking of, quick side note, that movie's coming to Netflix next month.
Paul
Oh,
Blart.
hell yeah. A peanut butter and jelly. Woo, woo, what's up, man?
Okay, back to the story.
Ah, you blinked. Well, if there is a cop on scene, then I give it to him and be like, "Does this look real to you?" When he's on scene, it's cops. Bad boys.
What you want?
And then they look at him like, "Oh, this is definitely fake." And if they're still in the store, they arrest them on set.
They just shoot them.
Yeah, they just gun them down. You're under arrest. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Oh, they give him the finger guns. Nice fake.
Nice try, bitch.
Nice try. Put your hands behind your back.
You're
what if-
going to jail.
What if there's not a cop and they try to run? You just let them go?
Well, we just let them go, and then we give the ID to to my manager, which will take it to the cops and tell them that this is a fake ID, and forging a document, which I think is a
Felony.
yeah, it's a federal felony.
I think Nicolas Cage knows a lot about that. Didn't he copy the...
Independence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He,
I
like,
think
Copied
made a
my
copy of it.
independence.
I think a couple of my friends have had fakes and they got in trouble. One of them I'm not going to name, but he got a big ticket because he went to one where there was a cop there,
Yeah.
and they got a huge ticket, I think. And you have to do classes or something.
Yeah. And there's a couple of my friends that come in who are still 19.
And you're like, what? I know you.
And I'm like, I know you, and they still are just it's okay, and I'm like, no, it's not okay. They literally
Take
say
it
that.
and leave.
Yeah.
You want me to get fired?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Fired.
Fired.
I was listening to something.
Joe, you're fired.
They were talking about being fired, and it was I can't remember what he said, but it was so funny. It was something about going from employee to customer. He's like, I invite you to be a customer now. Instead of saying you're fired.
Oh.
You would come in as a
Be
customer.
so funny, yeah. I'm promoting you to customer.
Wait, what does that mean? You're fired?
That would be such a funny way to get fired.
Yeah,
If
till
I
the end of
fired
the day.
someone, I'd pull the Cat in the Hat guy. You're
Fired.
fired.
You don't even say that first. You just go, fired. I beg your pardon? Fired.
I invite
No one
you.
sets foot in the living room, or else.
Or else what? You're what's his name? The Alec Baldwin's character from Cat in the
I
Hat.
don't know.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Oh, Lawrence. That's his name. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, Larry.
There's my joke.
Anything else happen
Yesterday.
in the
No, in
scene?
the scene.
Besides,
Any more porno?
Besides fucking that.
What else did you fuck?
Got my dick stuck in a wine bottle. Woohoo!
it was on.
That car commercial. Woohoo!
What?
Is it
A job and a... I can't remember. Get you a car. Woohoo!
the radio commercial? A job and a something gets you a car. Woohoo!
I don't know what you guys are going on about.
You heard it.
I probably heard it.
1,000%.
I know that fucking the Les Schwab commercials. I don't know them.
Lowbooksales.com.
Low book sales. Low book sales.
We're from Utah, so we obviously have nothing to talk about besides our commercials.
Pretty much.
Shane I mean, we got huge legends here. Shane Company, the Karl Malone ones, the Low Book Sales ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stuck at 12.
All the ones that they like remake the rap songs. Those ones make me want to just take my car and drive it right off the bridge.
My head, my back, my car just got smacked. My neck, my back, my windshield just got cracked.
Oh.
Because they don't want to say, my pussy got...
Oh, lordy.
Matt just swerved off the road and died.
Made you jump there.
Did you pee a little bit?
We should just go quiet for a minute.
Now to the news.
In other breaking news, Alton got his dick stuck in a wine bottle.
Merlot, I don't even know the girl.
It's supposed to be a one-time thing.
Stick your magnum in my rosé bud.
Ew.
My rosé bud.
Every time you say rosebud, I just picture small like cat's butthole.
Brother.
Nice butthole
That
on
is
this
a
one.
tight
Butthole.
Brother, why are you
That
so
was a
tight,
phrase.
brother? I want to feel you inside me, brother.
I got tight butthole energy, not big dick energy. I got
Tight butthole.
Tight butthole energy. We're claiming that. Anyone listening?
TM.
Back the fuck off.
That's gonna be our t-shirts.
Yeah, we should make a shirt. Tight butthole energy. TBE. You can break the ears. Everyone right now is like, how do I delete this app?
How do I delete someone else's podcast?
Oh, real quick. Side note. I gotta talk about the guy at the art festival yesterday. The stand-up. What's the deal about Fitbits?
This fucking so they had like a stand-up stage at the art festival.
Yeah.
This fucking guy for at least 5 minutes was just talking about a Fitbit. It's not that fucking interesting.
Fitbits.
Fitbits? What are those?
He's like,
What's
he
the
saying?
deal with Fitbits?
he was saying something like, you know how your Fitbit like reminds you about how many times you ran today? Well, I've been sleeping for like 18 hours.
That's what he said. He was like,
It
talking
said
about-
I was running negative 100
It
miles.
said I've been sleeping for 18 hours today, but that was wrong.
And
I know I
Everyone's
need to
like-
do something else besides sit on the couch, Fitbit.
yeah, he was like,
And it was crickets.
Fitbit was like, oh, you've been sleeping for 4 hours, and he's like, I've just been laying on the couch, Fitbit. Everyone was like,
the crickets weren't even going.
And then Kale comes back.
I remember that. I was looking at art and I was like, what
keep
are
your
they
day job.
I was like looking at art and I just see Peyton walk back and you're just like shaking your head, no. And then Kale comes back and goes,
I mean, props to you for getting up there and doing that, but
I'd get up
maybe make some good material.
maybe be funny.
Maybe don't talk about
there. What's the
Fitbits.
deal with tight buttholes?
See? Everyone would fucking laugh. This guy sat down and was like, I need to write a 5-minute bit about
a Fitbit.
bit. Oh, Fitbit! The most boring fucking thing.
What rhymes with bit?
What was the bracelet that was before Fitbits? It was like the one with the little magnet in it.
Oh, those.
And
It was the
Balance
balance ones.
bracelets.
Those things were such a fucking ripoff, but I had 5 of them.
First off,
My mom wouldn't let me get one.
He's like, I don't want that juju magic up in here.
None of that voodoo.
Get that voodoo shit out of here.
I saw a post the other day that was like, do you remember these? And it was one of those things. And this comment at the bottom was, I know about 6 brothers that wore this and felt like they could shoot higher than any motherfucker out there.
You got bullied
Kind of
if
like
you didn't
silly
have one.
bands.
Yeah.
Where you
I love
collected
those
them
things.
and traded them, and you'd go buy new packages.
There's some weird shit. I saw one where it's like those two like really rainbow. I think it was called Rainbow Fish. It was like a book,
Yeah.
and it was like a picture of the two fish in that book, and it was like, if you remember this, you get a veteran's pass or something, like an old age pass.
Oh damn.
It's like those the counting bears, the plastic counting bears that we did at
Oh.
in elementary school,
yeah.
and then the counting cubes.
Yeah. Don't you
And then we were
remember
talking
this?
about the old
You guys
Macs.
had a complete. Were you guys raised in America?
We were raised on a farm.
You guys have completely different childhoods.
We were born in a barn.
Actually, we were left in a box, and we made all this shit up.
I feel like I'm like 10 years older.
we were in a flat screen TV box.
We were the boxcar children.
A flat screen TV.
Well, not. What was the huge TV we had that was like?
They're like box. They're called
Like,
box
as wide as
screens or
this
something.
table.
No, like the bigger ones. That was like the size of this couch. Do you remember that huge TV? we
Yeah, they
had?
had the big bases and they were kind of like a cone in the back.
Yeah,
I think they were called box screens.
like
Maybe.
huge though.
They were called television.
Television.
And every dad was like, God, I hope we never have to move that.
And then one day it went out. Damn it.
Like, we better sell the house. TV's included.
Or when everything switched over to DVDs and we had like a fucking meltdown. We're like, what?
So I put this where?
I remember the commercials that were like, buy it now on video or DVD. And it was
Oh,
you
yeah,
had
like the blue
option.
ones.
And you had to turn down your TV because it was so fucking loud. It was like,
You knew it was like you knew the TV was gonna be loud when you turned it back on. So you're like ready with your remote. You're like, power. Volume down.
Turn it down, turn it down.
Like my mom's gonna hear. It's 10:30. I shouldn't be up.
What was
Or
that?
like-
What was that fucking
George-
loud commercial to
George-
THX?
oh, well, George Lopez show.
No. You turn it up.
We're not supposed to be up. Or like The Simpsons, we can make it through the news and Seinfeld, and Simpsons is gonna be on.
I remember that.
Because like have your eyelids taped open so they don't fall asleep.
Or was it Simpsons and Seinfeld?
It was news, Seinfeld, and then Simpsons on Fox 13 News, Utah.
Because that's where we're from.
Do you, like when I sent you that text, like no one ever but Peyton and Alton sleeping in their mom's room at 10:30 at night when the TV turns on, oh, Simpsons, and then just whisper, Simpsons.
Well, Mom and I used to share a bunk bed too. And one time, it's like we're both going to bed, and I just hear Alton going, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" "I'm saying a prayer." He's like, "Leave me alone."
Back
Shit,
then when I was
sorry.
religious,
Like praying to
Shout out to
himself.
God.
shout out to God. Now I'm a reverend. I'm an online reverend.
Oh yeah. Oh, if this blows up one day and you marry one of our Patreons,
Oh.
that'd be so dope.
$500 on Patreon, and I
And
will
Alton
marry
will
you.
marry you. Not like, no, he's not gonna marry you. He will.
Marry, like, I'm gonna loop
He's
it.
not gonna marry you. He's,
He's gonna
marry
perform
you.
the act of marriage upon thee.
On the
Love, sweet love.
marriage. Life.
Life is
Marriage.
like a box of chocolates.
I was just gonna get up there. Nice.
This is one of those things.
And also with you. Do Ash Wednesday.
Paint their whole face black.
Dad was going to our aunts and uncles the other day. Uncle Eric and Aunt Shauna.
Oh, the Thundersons.
The Thundersons. And
Now they know their first name and their last name.
That's their not real.
that's not their real
Their real last name
Don't.
was said wrong in our grandpa's funeral, and they called them the Thundersons. And,
Thundersons.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
and
brother.
Shauna was wearing Miley Cyrus pants, so we called her Miley Thunderson for a
Miley
while.
Thunderson.
Anyways,
And
I'm gonna go get a beer.
okay, go
Keep
get-
talking.
Dad left, and he was like, "All right, I'll talk to you later, Alton." And I was like, "Go in peace and love one another, and also with you."
thanks be to God.
Thanks be to God. And Dad's like, "You gotta think about moving out."
Here's your final notice.
You're being evicted.
I hated how much I had to stand up and sit down in church.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can you guys stand up to sing this? Right, sit back down.
Sit down.
Stand back up for this prayer. Okay, we're done with that prayer. Sit back down.
And then we're like, okay, maybe it's done. And then they start breaking out the cookies and milk. Oh, I'm kidding. The bread and wine.
If Jesus' body was a cookie and the milk was, or the milk was his blood.
That's his other thing. That's his
Oh,
other.
no.
Whoop! Just kidding. Oh. Hi, Kel. Welcome back. We're talking about jizz.
Oh, love it.
Jesus.
Love the taste.
We're talking about jizzes.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a fucking teen
Porno?
movie.
Oh.
Could you imagine, like, American Pie, but he's, like, jerking off, and he's like, and then he just finishes on the wall, and then he looks at it, and it's like, it looks like Jesus.
His mom walks in and
Jesus.
says, Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ! I think we know what the name of this episode's gonna be.
Or tight butthole.
I was going to say,
energy.
only 90s kids can watch this podcast.
Oh, man. I wanted to talk about
That was
something.
all. Do it. I was going to just go back on what you guys were
What were
talking
we
about.
talking
Because I really
about?
wanted to say
Jesus?
something. No, the body of Christ.
Yeah.
When you, like, first had to be like, okay, you got to eat this.
Fetch it.
You're like, I got to eat this person.
This is the body of
Or yours
Christ.
wafers.
And then you're like, they're like, no, it's actually bread. Oh! Yeah,
I
they
was
were
so
like
excited to go
crackers.
and take wine.
I don't think
Can
I
take
ever
the wine
did.
today?
Because I was like, trying to get drunk at school.
You
That
had to
sounds
have
horrible.
your mom's permission. I was like, Mom, can I take the wine today? She's like, sure. I take it.
Your mom with like her little pitcher of wine in her purse, like, go ahead, sweetie.
She's like, we're just gonna keep filling up the blood of Christ. Your
little
wine
bit.
titty.
I'm gonna need a whole loaf for this one.
What a weird job. You just make loaves of
Bread.
Christ's body all day long.
This is holy wafer.
They probably have like a fucking cookie cutter. This is Jesus.
Corporate America.
Keep talking. I'm gonna find some.
We gotta tackle corporate America making the body of Christ.
Jesus is the what?
Jesus is the bread.
Careful.
Jesus is the bread.
Amen.
And
It's like
If Jesus is the bread, then carbs shouldn't be so
I'm blessed. That's all you
satanic.
gotta say.
I've been eating a lot of carbs.
That's the Antichrist that came in, told him that carbs are bad for you. In all actuality, you were being blessed.
What did you want to talk about? Before I went back in time.
So I had a really interesting conversation with 4 people actually. 2 people being Zach and Taylor, my friends, and the other 2 people being Raleigh and Courtney, who also want to be on this podcast very, very
Well, they
soon.
have to pay.
You have to pay.
Just kidding.
They really want to.
Not
They're
really.
like, I want to be on your podcast, and I'm like, okay, I'll call you. My people will get to your people.
You just do finger guns and back out of the doorway slowly without saying anything. They're like, wait, Alton, wait. And
I'm going up the stairs because I live in the basement.
you just climb
Watch
out their
the
window. Climb out of their gutter.
All jokes aside.
Go in the
we'll
spider
call
crawl that Dad has underneath. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, the infamous spider crawl, little door. There was this little door at the end of our stairs where we opened it up, and anytime we caught spiders, we threw them in there.
I'm telling
It's a
Todd.
spider room.
He knows.
Oh, never mind.
But I was talking to him about death row last meals. Since that can be like a carry too, because body of Christ and
Dying and
Yeah, my last meal on death row would be a wafer and a little shot of wine.
there you go.
Just kidding.
Whoa, what was that?
My foot on the table.
I shitted.
She farted on my dick. And she shitted.
On my dick.
And with the whole last meal, I was talking to him, and Taylor told me that she doesn't think death row inmates should have a last meal.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. Do they deserve one?
Here's the thing. Death row is an easy way out sometimes.
Well,
For
it
these
definitely
people.
is.
Instead of just
can it be-
suffering in jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but it's not an easy way out because
Some of them would
choosing it.
rather die.
But they don't get to choose that they get to die.
Some of
Isn't
them
it
would
the
rather.
courts that are like, you're going to death row?
Yeah, but at the same
So
time,
it's the
some of them
courts-
are like, I'd rather just be killed here than sit in a cell.
Well, yeah, it's like an
And
easy
that's
way
the easy
out
way
for
for
them,
them.
but they're not choosing that easy way out. It's like pushed upon them, right? Is that how it works?
I should know, but I can't
So,
really
like-
think about it right now.
Well, it's an easy way out for them. I bet they probably sometimes prefer dying than just sitting in a jail cell
Well, a lot of them,
until they die.
a lot of them do, yeah. I just think last meals are just like Taylor was saying, that she sees it as a way of them rewarding the prisoner
Yeah.
for their crime.
No, I agree with that.
I don't think
That's what
I
I
don't
don't
think
get
it's them rewarding them. I'm just saying they're people as well. I know they did terrible things that got them locked up, but in the end, they still what do you want?
They
Like,
killed people most of the time.
Yeah, so do soldiers.
Those
but-
people didn't get their last meals.
True, but I'm just saying,
It is definitely weird. I wonder where it started. Why it started.
last meals.
Like death row meals.
It's shown, I guess, a little bit of humanity before the state takes it into their hands. I don't know.
Do they still do it?
What?
There's only a few states that do.
Not killing people, but giving them meals.
I
Yeah.
think they do.
They still do.
Like every time.
It's just when some prisoners there's some prisoners that they wanted all this food, and one guy ordered a meat lover's pizza with a meatball sandwich and just tons of bacon, and when he got it to him, he goes, "I'm not eating this, I'm vegetarian." And I think then that's when you pull the gun out and you just shoot him on the spot.
Well, they probably order all this food so they can take their time eating it and prolong it.
And actually kind of enjoying it.
It's definitely weird. What would you eat?
What would I have for my last meal?
Mm-hmm.
A booty.
Cake.
Cake. No, I would probably have a breakfast burrito. Honestly,
Like a perfect one?
the perfect.
Like Gordon Ramsay made your breakfast burrito?
Made my breakfast burrito, but he can't make the hot sauce. I gotta get it at the Rancheritos on Highland Drive. 'Cause
Shout out.
That's the only good Rancheritos hot sauce that's out there. I'm like, you guys gotta go out,
To Utah.
go grab
Unless you're
one.
still in Utah.
I'd get that, a Dr. Pepper, a bottle of rye whiskey, and a bag of sour cream and cheddar Ruffles.
It's a pretty good last meal.
That's a good last meal.
What about you, Pedinas?
I don't know.
Mine's
Probably.
easy. Taco Bell, Coors Light. And a Corona. And a shot of tequila.
I'm sure mozzarella cheese sticks would be in there.
You just rolled your eyes when I said Taco Bell, and then you followed it up with mozzarella cheese stick. From
And
where?
then-
What brand? Get specific.
Oh, brand.
What brand?
You gotta have a favorite.
Actually, no. I would do mac and cheese bites from Trolley Wings with a side of ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
What crime did you do?
Probably,
You'd want death by ranch, honestly.
yeah. Drown me in ranch.
They just put you in a vat and just
What is
pour
that? Drown
ranch.
me in a river.
Inject it into my brain.
What was that old song?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know what you're
Never
talking
mind.
about.
Never mind.
And
So-
then, let's see. Probably an Asiago cheese bagel from Riches.
Ooh, with
Scallion and herb cream cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Not a shout
Coke
out
Zero.
to Riches.
Coke Zero.
Coke
Coke Zero
Zero.
with fresh lime.
It's your last meal.
You wouldn't even
Hey,
have
I'm
like
not
a
done.
swig?
Coke Zero with fresh lime is what I get, a swig.
Oh my god.
Okay, continue.
Okay, I did not give you that much flack about yours. I just said ew. Probably a Moscow Mule.
Okay.
I'd have a whole fucking thing. I'd take my sweet ass time. Probably get ice cream of some sort. Or like a sweet.
Yeah. There you go.
Delicious.
Delicious.
I'd be that person that's like, I want you to go to 15 places.
I would get, besides a Taco Bell bean burrito, I would have my grandmother's Caesar salad,
Okay.
something with lobster, maybe a lobster roll or something,
Oh, fuck.
sushi,
I know what I would have.
What do you
a
want?
Coors Light, a Corona, and a shot of tequila.
With tequila.
I don't care. Golden.
Casadores
what?
for Chuck.
Yeah, Casador.
You drink Casadors?
It's delicious.
I'm
Dressed.
I
The
wanna
shot has
change
to be
mine.
dressed.
I'm gonna change mine.
Change it.
Well,
The
like
whole
part of
thing?
it. No, just part of it. Disneyland corn dog.
Disneyland pickle. Actually, anything from Disneyland.
I'd make them go to Disneyland, get a Disneyland corn dog, a Disneyland pickle, Disneyland churro. I'd still have my fried cheese sticks, still have a Coke Zero with lime, and a Moscow Mule.
And then you would just die, so none of it even matters.
Yeah.
So weird. I think it's kind of weird. It's It's like maybe that's like a religious thing. Might not want to go into that. Just like killing someone and being like, you shouldn't take another person's life, and then they just turn around
Then
and kill them.
bye.
Well,
I
then we're
just
gonna
think
kill
that-
you
Like
for
the
killing somebody.
prisoner, yeah, that's it. The prisoner kills a bunch of people, and then they turn around and just kill him.
Well, you could say the same thing about soldiers and terrorists. You killed a bunch of people, so we're gonna go over there and kill
Yeah.
you guys.
It's just weird. I
just-
understand it's something very, very bad that they probably did, but it's still like you're trying
Well,
to
at
teach
the
them
same
that you can't kill people by killing them.
Well, and like, they're not thinking about their consequences. Like, they're thinking about them dying.
Yeah.
Like, they're just thinking about their last days.
They just
They're not-
want them dead,
Yeah.
and it's like,
And then they end up. Normally, they try to commit suicide before that point, anyways.
and you think that like other, another criminal that's not caught, looks in and he's like, oh man, if I get caught, I could go like to death row.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. Like, it's not intimidating enough to like keep them from doing the crime. I feel like that should be the purpose of whatever you're doing to these prisoners, is to keep them from committing the crime that got them there in the first place.
Like, rehab instead of.
Yeah, so you just kill them,
Punitive.
and they're like, oh, well, I mean, it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing.
Right.
I did a whole 10-page paper on this in college about.
Death row inmates.
Well, not death row specifically, but just
The
the
crime
justice justice system in the United States versus, I think it was Norway.
Norway.
I want to say it was Norway. It
Probably
was some
rehab
Scandinavian country, but it was like, yeah, there was a bunch of research on it, and like they had less recidivism, which is when they like recommit their crimes when they're released, like 3 times less by having them go to classes and like anger management and like learn how to take care of themselves, have life skill classes, like have normal bedrooms like in prison, like that aren't just like thin cots, because when you're punitive to them, they just get more pissed, and it doesn't mean like it doesn't work for everyone to be told. Like, I have this kid that I work with that was like, oh, I like going to DT, they have good food, like I don't care that I'm there because it's the best meal they get. Like, it doesn't deter them from going there.
Right.
And so, I mean, a lot of the times, like, homeless people will go and commit crimes so they have somewhere to stay for the night in jail and get food.
It's just like when you have a criminal and you lock him up, it's like that is just pissing him off more.
Yeah.
And it's just showing everyone else, oh, you just go to jail for a couple of years and then you get back out.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
And, like,
that's probably
they
pretty
also-
fucked up, but it's not that bad.
No.
And it
The
doesn't
only
teach
thing
them
they
that
don't
much.
think about is that it ruins them getting jobs afterward, which is really stupid also. Especially for, like, drug crimes. Like, I understand rapists and murderers and, like...
Should not have jobs. Like, normal
Yeah,
jobs.
but it's, like, people with,
marijuana.
like, marijuana charges that
They
shouldn't...
should all be let out of fucking jail,
Yeah.
I think.
And not have
How
that
do you-
on their record and, like...
How do you lock someone up for having weed, but it's also legal probably in the same state? That makes no
It's
fucking
just
sense.
how the federal
I
agencies
know.
are... It's so dumb.
Some people are giving more or longer time sentences to drug dealers and people that had drugs on them, giving them more time in jail than the rapists. And it's kind of like, you know, people are asking for drugs all the time. No one's asking to be raped.
Yeah. Well, and it's like...
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to help them, get them in rehab, give them those skills to, like, take AA or, like, get coping mechanisms that aren't drugs if that's really what you want to do. And, like, even just with the rapists and stuff, like, put them through therapy and, like, learn about their traumas and why they're doing the things that they're doing.
Because, like, 90% of the time, probably it's because of how they grew up.
Yeah, or they were molested as a child, or, like,
it happened
neglected, or... Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's just they're fucked up, and... Yeah. But it's, like, just putting them... locking them up and being like, okay, death penalty really isn't...
It isn't
at least help them while you're in there and, like, make them think differently and, like, give them classes and resources to, like, some of them just have really low IQs and don't realize, like, and there's a lot of, like, people on the spectrum that get locked up because they don't have those skills. Like, they don't, it's just dumb. Anyways.
On the spectrum?
Autism.
Oh.
It's called On the Spectrum now.
The tattoo guy that we got our tattoos from today, he had a kid on the spectrum, and they take him to that, like, they take a group of them, being people on the spectrum, and they, like, walk them through the entire airport. It's like, what thing, like, so they know, like, they can get used to it.
How to check their tickets, how to check in.
Yeah, they, like, take them through TSA. They're like, okay, you have to get on the plane, you have to buckle up your seatbelt, and it's just, like, all to get them used to, like, if they actually ever do fly. Right. I was like, that's pretty cool.
I wish they had more things like that and more opportunities for people.
I thought you were telling me that they took them out of classes and, like, put them into special classes for a little bit.
No, there's such a, especially in Utah, there's just such a lack of, like, education for kids with disabilities or, like, kids with, like, at-risk youth that just, like, there's a school out in West Valley that literally is so overpopulated. They have kids sitting on the floor with clipboards because they don't have enough desks, which is a fire hazard and, like, a safety issue to begin with. And it's so overcrowded that there's kids that are getting in fights every single day. Like, the teachers can't even teach. Like, the kids are failing and falling behind and are all, like, dropping out of school by the time they're in the next grade level because Utah is just so shitty with education and, like, skills. And
yeah, that's sad.
It's so frustrating. Anyways, we should talk about something happier. I could go on for this for
how did we go
from
how we go from tight buttholes to talking about how bad
underprivileged schools.
Are you on the spectrum?
Yeah, I was gonna tell the tattoo guy. I was like, "Oh, me too," and then I was like, "I probably shouldn't say that."
Kim hasn't been officially diagnosed,
but I've taken several online quizzes,
and it's kind of looking like it.
Kind of looking like a chance of autism.
Cloudy with a chance of autism.
Oh God, I want to see that movie.
You're looking at it, baby.
Extra chromosomes just fall from the sky.
Oh, okay.
And there we have it.
And this is how we get kicked off of Patreon.
We can say anything. Mm-hmm. There was this. Do you remember a show called How's Your News on MTV? Mm-hmm. And it was about these people with mental disabilities that went out on the streets and stuff and interviewed all, like, everyone. Like, they interviewed politicians, interviewed actors, random pedestrians, government officials. Oh, I already said politicians, but government officials and all this stuff. And some of them had, you know, were on the spectrum of having autism. A lot of them I couldn't understand what they were saying, but it was really interesting that they gave them a show. And it was only for, like, a season, if anything. It only had, like, 8 seasons.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
They should do that.
They should do that again.
Yeah.
They should. Yeah.
It'd be, like, more widely accepted now. I'm sure it just didn't do well because really, like, the spectrum wasn't official. It's still being, like, built on, but wasn't, like, official until we were, like, in middle school.
Yeah.
Which is, like, fairly new for scientific and, like, mental health and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that'd be cool. Kind of like a Queer Eye, but for autism spectrum people.
Chromosome Eye.
Someone listening, please make that show so I can be on it.
blue puzzle piece for the
There's a purple puzzle piece. Wasn't
I
it? Was
don't
it?
know.
Was it a blue puzzle piece?
puzzle pieces everywhere.
Purple, I think.
Was it the puzzle piece?
Probably a bubble
What does that represent?
It's a missing piece of the puzzle. I don't know.
Oh,
They're the key
That's
to
symbolic.
stealing the Declaration of Independence.
people with autism still in the Declaration of Independence. Did you just say?
They're smart.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, whoa!
Nicolas Cage teams up with Autism of America.
Oh my
All
god!
right, new subject.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever seen The Ringer?
Yeah,
With Johnny
yeah,
Knoxville?
that's a horrible
I
movie.
love that.
so bad.
The show's so fucking funny though. When they were like, "Oh, we went out and got ice cream," and one of the autistic kids goes, "When the fuck did we get ice cream?" And
You know
just,
what movie I like is Temple Grandin.
My name's Temple Grandin. I'm not like most people.
She's cute.
She's funny.
She's a wonderful lady.
She's a funny lady.
What a nice woman.
A woman.
You just grabbed your balls, Lou.
There's a little.
You're
itchy.
Lewis.
It's
What
itchy.
is your outfit? How about we explain that?
High fashion, really, sweetie.
Grandpa's shirt.
We got a Hawaiian-ish, more Florida-ish shirt on. It's brownish.
Brownish.
And then we got some leopard print, greenish brown pants with some
Purple Crocs.
purple Crocs and tall white and like black and pink flame socks.
Oh.
It's fashion, sweetie.
It's-
Look it up.
It's called high fashion.
high fashion.
We're all pretty fashionisted out today.
What are you wearing, Peyton?
My Rude Boy hat. Shout out Rude Boy.
Rude Boy, you need to make
Rude
some
Boy
beanies.
Collective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a collab.
We need a collab. Ooh, I bet we could sell some shit.
I'm pretty sure of it. Tight butthole
Yeah, we-
shirts and
We're doing
beanies.
great at getting people to even listen. You won't listen, but buy our shit.
People would buy our shit.
We're trying.
They
to
don't
get
like to
them.
Can you
listen, but
stop?
they like. Sorry, I can't help it.
That's what Peyton
I'm
and I
wearing
do with
my.
chords.
I don't even know who this is.
Gordon.
Gordon. Jeff Gordon.
He's a
You know-
NASCAR daddy.
With my
NASCAR.
rainbow sleeves. Some shorts that make it look like I'm not wearing pants.
I know. I was looking.
And
at
then blisters on my feet.
blisters. Blisters.
That's
I
the
had an Eevee band-aid on, but I got lost.
Eevee.
Like from Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Because I'm a hashtag nerd.
That's disgusting.
What are you wearing, Alton?
I'm wearing a pair of basketball shorts and stretchy underwears, and a Newport Beach shirt that Mom brought me back when her and her boyfriend went on a tour of California.
How wonderful.
Comment below what you guys are wearing today. We want to know. You're high fashion.
I want to know what you're wearing.
What you got on?
What you wearing?
I just noticed that freckle looks like it's his butthole.
Okay. So I got a tattoo over the weekend. It's Freddie Mercury. Really love it for me.
I love it.
My next tattoo is already planned. It's gonna be Stone Cold Steve Austin's skull.
I thought it was the Steve. What was it?
Cold Stone Steve Austin.
No, the one
Cold
that's like
Stone.
Steve.
Cold Stone Steve Austin with
Steve 363.
I found a better one where it's the skull and then it says Stone Cold in it.
Oh.
And I'm gonna
the Cold Stone ice cream in a skull.
I'm gonna slap that baby on my thigh.
Gonna have a Jolly Roger on your leg.
The next one I'm getting is a goldfish for my mom. She's not dead yet.
You mean a koi fish?
No, a goldfish.
She's not dead yet, but she's doing great.
She's not dead. I got this for you, Mom. I'm not dead. But yeah.
I showed it to her. She's like, "That's so cute. It looks like Betty before she got her giant thing on her brain." I'm like, "You're right."
Yeah, my mom has these koi fish that look like they have fucking tumors on the top
No,
of their
they're.
head.
She has koi fish and goldfish, and the goldfish have
I don't see these goldfish. I don't know where they are
in the
then.
basement. Well, 2 of them died. That's why.
There it is.
Rip Henry.
Whoop! There it is.
Whoop, there it is.
What's your next tattoo?
What tattoos do you have?
Your name on my ass. Like Steve-O. No, I wanted to get the Steamboat Willie right there.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be really awesome.
But somebody was telling me that's really generic of a tattoo.
We'll tell them to
Like,
eat
that-
ass.
They were saying that's what fake Disney fans get as their first tattoo. And I'm like,
Unfriend them. Block them.
and I was like, no, fake Disney friends, they get like a fucking like Moana tattoo or like Frozen.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, yeah.
Mine's the Disneyland coordinates, which is unique. Most
That's
people
unique.
wouldn't do that.
Just get a tattoo that says Disney calories don't count right on your
Right
thigh.
on my
As a neck
bunghole.
tattoo. Disney calories don't count.
Disney calories don't count on my knuckles.
It'd be so funny to get.
And
Like,
then there's you have 4 knuckles on each hand.
Squeeze it in there.
it'd be funny to get like hard tattoos, but they say like live, laugh, love on your like eyebrow or something.
I'm just gonna get a heart on my arm that says Elastigirl. The Sailor Jerry font.
No, get the heart and have it be Elastigirl.
Her ass.
That's a great.
That's incredible.
That's what it says at the bottom. In a little banner, it just says incredible.
There you go. You got your next tattoo.
I really want to get a Mickey Mouse balloon.
Wow.
That's you
Because
already have
I'm
one.
No, I don't.
What's your balloon of? Oh, it's Winnie the
It's
Pooh.
called Winnie the Pooh.
Holding a balloon. Just add ears to it.
No! It's cheesy.
Oh.
I want its own thing.
Wait, what?
My Winnie the Pooh tattoo. That was a
Oh,
balloon.
yeah.
Well, I
That
I got a
one.
cat tattoo, but it's bloody and I don't really
Is
want
it
to show
Simon the
everyone.
cat?
Simon the cat.
The little white cat.
But it reminds me of Small White Cat. Because they're special.
I told you what my friend got the other day, didn't I? Or no, not the other day.
Oh, I would
It was
get a dick tattoo on my butt.
What's wrong with you?
I got a dick
Just
butt.
What's
little-
really going on?
Just a little one, like... Except, Kayla and I were talking about it when you, like, go in, you're like, I want a tattoo, like
This big?
this big. And they're like, yeah, we can't do that.
Turns out to be this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be, like, a half that size.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be like this big.
I know. I was like, that's pretty huge.
I mean, it looks
Jesus
cool, though.
Christ.
Except now Kayla needs to shave his arm all around.
Yeah.
Yours hasn't even...
Which one? Oh, that one?
It hasn't grown back, the hair, really.
No, it has grown back.
Kinda.
These two have Lego tattoos.
Lego.
Because they're nerds.
I was almost friends with a gay guy for a day because he was like, I love you, Lego tattoo, and I'm like, what, you want to fuck now? What's going on?
Oh yeah.
You wanna fuck, bro?
You
I
just-
need to get mine touched up. There's a little edge that he missed.
Little edge.
A little edgy.
Oh, edgy.
Some straight edge.
My friend, he got the tattoo of each, like,
House of Hogwarts.
what? No, not. If you're getting a Hogwarts house tattooed on you, kill yourself.
Oh my god.
Hufflepuff on my knuckles. That's what I'm getting.
Do you know how to spell or count? Hufflepuff.
How you spell Huff? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I have extra fingers. I'll get it on my toes too.
Ew.
So you can clap them. But he's getting.
Hogwarts. Oh,
Oh.
that fits.
He Damn. He got a vehicle from each ride that represents each land at Disneyland.
That's pretty fucking dope, though.
Yeah, he got like I think
I want to see.
I'll
I would
get,
like to see it.
I'll get a picture of it. He got
I would like to
I don't
see
know
that.
where it is. I think it's on his leg, but it's like it's kind of it goes vertical, and it has like the train. Well, not the train, just a train.
A twain.
The Disneyland
I like
Railroad.
twains.
And then like the Jungle Cruise boat, and then it just goes on log from Splash Mountain, and
That's so cool. I
Yeah.
kind of want to do something like that. Like, do something from each park, but not like the... I've thought about that before. Like, Fantasyland, do like... I don't know.
You should just look
Like a
at the map,
spaceship.
and then they probably have like symbols,
Yeah.
and then
That'd
do
be
like those
nice.
symbols in
Let's
like
do
the
it.
map.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I kind of want to get a Coors Light tattoo, but
I will disown you
Yeah,
if you get.
I probably...
sponsor me.
You're already getting Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I'm barely talking to you. And it's not even on you yet.
Just play the Dr. Phil theme song. I
I want to get tight butthole energy on my
TBE.
No, you will not.
As long as you're living under my roof, you will not.
Alright, well, we're coming up on the hour, folks.
No, we're
This
not.
just in. It's clocked an hour.
Where?
You gotta get close.
Oh, I can't see it.
It's changed from 5s to 1.
I'm blind!
I'm deaf and I'm blind.
I'm deaf and I'm blind.
Well,
Is this it?
should we wrap her up?
Oh, man. I guess.
We had ups and downs this episode.
This was a good episode.
We were
Emotional
high up
rate.
there, and then we were like, whoa.
Hey, bud.
Hey now.
You're an
Hey
all-star.
now.
This is what dreams are made of.
So remember, if you're listening to this on Patreon, you're listening to the newest episode.
Right.
If you're listening to this episode not on Patreon, you're either
A week behind.
you're a week behind,
Yeah.
actually.
So go
Or
to Patreon.
weeks.
Go to
Plural.
patreon.com/bootleg podcast. Give us, you can contribute, and it doesn't have to be a specific amount. So if you want to do like
$1.
less or whatever, anything helps us. Honestly.
Oh, sorry, I'm broke.
Yeah. Oh, $1. We're also on YouTube, Bootleg Podcasts. We're on Spotify, all that stuff. Go watch it. It's cool to see the stats go up and up.
We'll be also having special content for our patrons.
Yeah, Salton's gonna post some of his
Journal entries and
deep, darkest memories.
and the list, the infamous list of
The
shit to
list.
steal.
So go on there, contribute if you want. If you like it, if you're on iTunes, leave us a rating, 5 stars.
If you like it, you love it, and you want some more of it.
Live, laugh, love it, baby. Shout
it.
out to Rude Boy Collective, which is my friend's clothing brand and like skate
Skateboard.
brand.
Yeah.
Go to rudeboycollective.com. Rude Boy is with an I, B-O-I.
Rude boy, like skater boy.
I was like,
and
with an eye, it would be
And
Ride
he's on
Boy.
Instagram.
he's
so
also on Instagram, Rude Boy Collective.
Right.
Follow him, follow us, and Boys on Mars is my brother's rap group. It's on SoundCloud.
What are you selling out?
I'm a
Sell
sellout.
out.
Go listen to them. They just released a couple new songs. That is it
It's
from
with Z's though, not
Yeah, it's
S's.
BOYZ
BOY
on
Mars with a Z.
Mars with the Z. And
Elon Musk with a G.
Boys on Mars with a Z.
and we're out.
Howdy. Get out of here!